So this is going to be our heat diffusion of ice experiment. Heat diffusion measures the amount of energy needed to melt a given mass of a solid at its melting point temperature. So materials needed for this are a cup, so we can measure the water in, and we're just going to measure the mass of that, and then water, warm water, preferably, to prove our findings, and then ice. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to weigh this cup. So it's 8.6 grams. And then I'm going to add the water. For that, I'm going to zero it out so we can get the exact mass of the water, which is 110.5 grams, 0.6 grams. And then we're going to start adding our ice. Before we do that, we're going to get our initial temperature before we start the experiment, which will be in our equation to figure out the heat diffusion of ice. So the temperature before we start our experiment is about, I think it's still climbing. It is 98. Yeah, 98 degrees Fahrenheit. And later on, for our calculations, we'll convert that to Celsius to make our calculations more accurate. So now we're going to start adding in the ice. For this purpose of the experiment, so it won't take as long, we're not going to add much ice. So we're going to add the ice. And then we're going to keep stirring it until the temperature is at a rate where it doesn't change anymore. So it's at a constant until it melts. Pretty much melted at this point. Let's see if the temperature stays at a constant. It's still going down a little bit, so we're gonna let it go for a little bit longer. So when it's all said and done, it's about 60 or 61. We're gonna say 61. 61 Fahrenheit. Now, like I said, we'll change that to Celsius later. And then that's it.